The Mariners were 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position, and Julio was thrown out to end the game. Welcome back to another episode of the Seattle Sports Show where we love Seattle Pro Sports. I'm your host, Mikey, and today we are here to talk about a very unfortunate Mariners loss. It ended in such a wonky way where Julio was thrown out at first base. He was leading off the base. He gets caught off the base. He's called safe at first. They go to replay. I'd like to see what angles they were seeing. What we saw in the broadcast didn't show anything clear to me that he was out. But they go out and reverse the call him out, and that was the final out of the game, and it ended just like that. Let's dive into these numbers a little bit. It was a little bit better than what we've seen from Luis Castillo in the first few games of the season, so that was good to see. Castillo went a full 6 innings this time, only allowed 2 earned runs. 3 runs were scored total, 2 of them were earned. 1 home run, 9 strikeouts, no walks. That was great to see from Castillo. That's the kind of stuff he could be. And really, yeah, it was 2 earned runs. The other run that was scored, it was something he made just a mistake. That was a little dribbler up that first base line. He goes charging at it to pick it up and throw it over to first base. The throw's offline and it just sails wide of France, goes into the outfield, and that is how they are able to score that first run. And unfortunately, that made all the difference. It was an error by Castillo, but he was hustling on that one, so it's not one that you really feel like it was that. You're not gonna hound him for that one because it wasn't like it was just like an errant throw. That was an easy throw. He was hustling over to get that ball and then trying to quickly throw it over to first to get that out. I mean, obviously he would have liked to redo that and have a better throw, but it wasn't like it was he had feet set, had time, and all this. So it is what it is. Batting today again. 10 strikeouts. We had 5 walks. That's as a team. Polanco, hey, he had he's 1 for 3, big home run there. 2 strikeouts. Again, what else can you say for the rest of the team though? We had a chance late there in the 8th inning. Hector Neris walked 3 batters, so we had bases loaded, and we can't get somebody in. We just need to get one player in to tie this game, and nobody could get the job done. Nobody could get a fly out to the outfield to bring in the guy from third. Come on, it was frustrating to see. I'm not even gonna go through everybody's numbers because there's not really anything worth going through. You're gonna look at a bunch of zeros there, and we know it was a bunch of zeros when it mattered most. So this team's got to figure it out. They gotta come through when it matters. When there's runners on base, that's when you need to get a hit. You need to string some of these hits together. We can't just keep having like 1 or 2 guys hit, 1 or 2 here and there spread around. You got to get things going. You got to get it together. You got to get, with runners on base, all the opportunities. You got to come up with something, and they just didn't. So that was a frustrating game in the end. Just frustrating with runners in scoring position and the way it ended there. Yeah, just a frustrating game overall. It was for me anyways. Let me know how you felt about this one. Maybe you just saw the bright side of it with Luis Castillo finally going out there and having a good inning, and hopefully that is the just the beginning of him getting back on track and being as nasty as we know he can be with it. So maybe that will be the one thing going forward that we can take out of this one. But let me know what you think. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, leave those comments. If you're listening on the podcast version, please also follow, subscribe, leave a 5-star rating and a written review, because that helps the show grow as well. And until next time, thanks for listening to the Seattle Sports Show, where we watch legends awaken. So take cover, because with this sea of sound you will see us rise to reign supreme and win forever.